just have that in the background while I talk. This will also should help with drafting and everything too, because there's a reason why people think we have such like a big hero pool. It's not really that. It's just that um, if we put people on someone, like they know, for example, what they're supposed to play. So for this one right here, you'll always see fish cake. Fish
Yes.
cake would be one of our frontliners, right? You don't ever see him on anything besides a frontliner. So let me write this down for you real quick. We call this pause 3, frontliner, uh, third priority for souls. So that's what fish cake's role is always gonna be.
Yep.
Fuck with fish cake, bro. You watching that dude when you guys play?
Oh yeah,
Hmm?
congrats by the way. I totally forgot to say that. And what,
Never
you're like
mind.
fucking 19th win or some shit like that?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Number 1-5, dude.
Okay, so next we'd go to John John, which he's trying to get out of this. I don't know why. Which is position 1, highest priority for souls, meant to carry late game. So that's why you always see John on like the characters, a bunch of the M1 characters, because M1s are like weaker at the start, but they're really strong at the late.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then position 2, position 1 and position 2 are kind of like the same. Position 2, second priority. Position 1 and position 2 are going to be your outer laners. Position 3 is going to be your middle laner. And then after that, we got pause 4, low econ burst characters. That's what Ido plays. So you'll see Ido most of the time doesn't have like the craziest amount of souls compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
And then position 5, which we usually do is pick disruption placement character. So Bebop, Paradox, Holiday.
That makes sense.
And then this is just support.
Which is yourself.
You also, yep. So usually, so how it goes for like util is 5 and 6 will buy some. So if you guys need a knockdown or a slowing hex or anything like that, 5 or 6 should be able to buy it. Your 4 tries to make the most amount of the way they get souls is through kills most of the time. So Calico's a good position for, Mina's a good position for. These characters have like very good early to mid game power spikes. You know,
Yep.
they're not gonna take you home at like super late in the game. I don't know why I made that weird. I had like fish cake first and then went back to normal.
I was just saying the order was a little odd, but
Yeah.
we got it.
Yeah, so I was put this in normal. So who's gonna be your guys' like carry player?
It's Domsky. He's not here right now, but I got my notepad open.
Okay. Yeah, so what he needs to focus on for macro wise is he's gonna be the guy that wants to be in the jungle the majority of the time, left on the side lanes. And then you're gonna have like you're gonna need a second person, right? So the second person you're gonna need it's how I like to think of it as the two, by the way, is you like to take their farm on their side, right? So you can pick someone a little stronger for their, which this is why 4 and 2 can kind of be like a little interchangeable, is because you both want to be like on the invade side. So whoever your 2 is, you always want to have them on the right side so they can try and steal as much of their farm as possible. I want to have your 1 and 6 over here to try and guarantee as much farm over here. And then your 3 and 4 you want in mid lane, just so they can grab mid prio and because it's easiest to roam.
That makes
And
sense.
your 5 kind of can do whatever. Yeah, he'll either have someone or yank someone.
Who is you guys' 5? Sorry. Just so I'm tracking.
Scout.
Okay.
This was just we had a bunch of experimental comps, so
Yeah.
that's why he's on Doorman right now because I just wanted to try it. Yeah, so um, let me go to who I can put position 2 as for guys.
Uh,
So I'd put Infernus, Geist, Warden. Let's see. These characters are just really strong, right? For
yeah.
invades. But you can put Victor there too. Uh, Pocket. I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay. So right there, position 2. The reason why we put those characters there is because, like I said, they're really good at invading, right? They really want to get into the fight and everything. They don't have like that weak early game. That like they need items so heavy in order to start like taking walkers and stuff. But these characters with souls can do really well. Which you can add Mina, but Mina's just fine without souls, so there's no reason to.
I was gonna say, I feel like Mina just comes online without really anything pretty quick.
Yeah. So and then we can go pause 1, which you might see because this is deadlock, right? There will be a repeat of characters.
Yep.
So for example, Geist Warden are also really good as one of your late game carries, but this would be like 7. 7's a good one. Let's see.
You guys always run John John on the Bebop. Are you guys running it position 1? And is that just a you guys
No.
thing, or is that...
No, we just decided to stop doing it because I'm just gonna ignore him crying about wanting to play Bebop. That's basically what happened. Um, Wraith is a good one. Yeah, you're gonna have to like reorganize this
Yeah.
actually. So, Geist Warden 7 Wraith. Uh, you can I put actually Venator as a pause too,
That makes sense.
We were talking about that
because
last night.
he's not like crazy with he's not like or really can scale late game, but doesn't scale as hard as those other characters I just said. So yeah, I would right now I'd only put Guy Sword and 7 Wraith as like the super high characters. For if they get like souls, they can basically like take you home.
Yeah,
Okay, I know I was missing one. It was Mirage. Mirage is also another one of those characters.
that makes sense.
And then pause 3. This is gonna be your frontliners, right? So Billy, let's go Arams, Billy, pseudo frontliner, Yamato, Shiv, uh, there's not that many frontliners on the game. You can add Lash in there, but it's a little weird. I'd rather just keep it at 4. But you can do Tank Lash and Calico. There's like pseudo. So some of them are pseudo,
Yeah.
but the big four is gonna be Amos, Billy, Yamato, Shiv, just for the sustain they bring. All right, so now we get to the this four,
The fun
which
heroes.
yeah. So Mina, you can run Doorman here for this because Doorman's got a little bit of burst. Holiday too. Which this is where it starts to be very interchangeable. Lash does well without no souls. It's just like a little bit. Uh, you can do Pocket too if you just want to be Affliction bot. Let's see. The Indicta, the new change. You don't really need that much. Silver. She does fine without souls. Yeah, so these characters, the way they're gonna get farm is through invading and killing, just because of how strong they are.
Yeah.
Because that their mid game, that's that's the big thing, and then this is when you get more into the pick. Paradox, Bebop, Holiday, Moan, Krill, Haze. It's gonna be all your CC characters. Yep. Okay. And then for support, you can run the Viscous. It's gonna be a little. It's pretty long. Sinclair. The support zone I have like revamped, so but Rem.
Oh yeah, why does Ido hate Rem so much?
I don't know. He's just fat. It's my only like explanation.
Yeah, that's fair.
He just hates how tiny he is, and so he's insecure about his body weight. Calvin, Ivy, Dynamo, Doorman. Yeah, so and then I'm gonna throw I forgot about Graves. Graves is definitely a position 2 character too.
You don't think she's like a support? Like a no farm hero?
No.
Nah.
No, because
You think I would miss
you
out on
you
this?
need
I can't wait to get out there.
you need your ability points. You need this one max and you need this one max.
That's fair.
And then you need the 2 points into this for like the big boost it gives.
He's my mentor.
Right.
Interesting. Because I was
So like
playing her as like a 6 with just all essentially an alt bot. Like eventually you get like just stuff to buff your alt with like Guardian
yeah,
Ward. But I don't know
but
what your
like
thoughts are on that.
just having once you get like so fed and just having split shot as your your inhib thing, like they just can't play their front line, you know?
Yeah.
And you need these max so it can instantly apply it all, and then this does current help it's just she's so good as
With
like
the
a
points or AP.
yep.
Makes sense.
She literally like walls really good too. So you want to get you want to get your 2 points into this too. So and once you get superior duration, it's a 3-second root that can root twice. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's
So
more. So it's more of like she needs the souls because she needs abilities rather than items.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah. So Graves definitely just better as a position 2 character. Literally for like exact reason. And then I'm not even joking. These
I'm losing my
ghouls.
best friend if I can't.
I know people like to go the refresher. I like to go the M1 one. But like you can control so much space.
Yeah,
With
that's
this,
what I
you
was
know?
doing with it. Was essentially just controlling mid boss and like pushing walkers with the team with refresher.
More interesting day.
I'd go like
Yep.
Guardian Ward, some duration shit, and then just fucking eventually get refresher late game.
Yeah, it just sucks that they got rid of the ability point thing for the urn.
Yeah,
Because that used to be like one of the key things. Victor's definitely an ability point hungry character.
Yep.
So that's why you need so many souls for him, because all of his ability he needs his abilities.
Yeah.
Help me kill Abrams.
So do you guys have a match ID that you want me to pull up or something,
I
or
was
you
gonna
want
ask if we
you
could
want to
watch
talk more?
one of yours. If we could watch one of
Uh,
your guys's. Unless, if not, that's fine.
yeah, no, I
Because
100%. I
we
can bring
don't.
up one.
We do not currently. We're still
Yeah,
building the team because I wasn't sure exactly what roles we needed and everything.
that is not it. Um,
Watch a street brawl.
yeah, I'll bring up this one. This is our experimental grades thing. And so I'll just I'll give some important things to focus about. Is there one in particular you want to watch?
Uh, that's up to the boys. Anyone want to watch anyone in particular? Kelrain, Kevo.
Yeah, what?
These are pause to. I just pause for Fish Cake is pause 3 on his Graves, which we try to work with it for the Kelvin Dome. So because Graves gets tankier, it just needs this at the start. So we tried that, and then John's obviously position 1.
You watch the Paradox PV?
You know, I scout.
Yeah. So I don't think you might have been talking about this right before I got here, but as far as like what roles are starting and what lanes, you've got what, like your 5 and your 1 in the mid lane here, or
Yep.
okay, heard.
Mid lane, because mid lane has that short zip. You know, you tried to really fix it. It didn't really do anything. So, for example, you hop on zip, go through underneath here. Now the trick is, you hop on the zip right here, and then as soon as
Yeah.
you hit this little curve right here, you jump over to this zip, so you don't take that long path up.
Right.
And then you repeat on the way back, and then it's still the same distance. So if you clear the way fast enough, you can you can make it before the minions even
You
come
can
back.
full reset before the minions. That's nuts.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
that's like the difference of or the power of mid lane. I put this here on Kovacs.
And do you guys ever like mix up like what roles are in what lanes, or do you guys keep it pretty consistent?
You'll notice Fishcake is always with Ido, and Scout's always with John, and I'm always with R2. But for mid game, that's when we switch it up.
Mhm.
So for mid game, you'll see that I usually go play around John, if he can't get his lane pushed out or he's scared about getting ganked, I'll go over to him. But most of the time, he'll leave him on an island. So once you get like that, the best way to describe it is like a side lane intuition. You're like you'll be like, I know there's someone here, so like I need someone to show up, which would usually just be me, to make sure like if you get jumped by people, I'll be able to escort you out, because you don't want your pick character coming over there starting a brawl, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You just want that wave pushed out so you can go farm, or know if you can push it out. Just doing.
Ido talked about on stream about how you guys killed the healing creep really early versus other teams. Is there a reason for doing that?
If we're fighting.
I don't know if it was for fight. He literally just mentioned it really briefly. This is a while ago, and I don't know if you had any insight on that.
A while ago?
Yeah, he talked about how it healed like the team's creeps to like help shove the lane if you kill it early. Something like that. I totally forget what exactly he said.
Yeah, if you don't need the heal creep. Yeah, but most of the time you want to keep it for last.
Okay. Roger that.
And
I know if
unless,
there's
yeah,
some crazy
you do
trick
want,
or something.
You do want to shove it, because it will work like that.
Yeah.
So, it 100% heals the other minions.
Yeah.
So if you just want to like push it as fast as possible, but most of the time it's just not worth it because you care more because it heals more based off the amount of HP you're missing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you'll see this frequently. Mid lane will roam a lot because mid lane has access to both vents, which is this and this. You'll see left lane roam a lot too, because they have access to this vent pretty freely.
Yeah.
I think this got like hard ganked, which that's something I've talked to them about. They need to call missing more.
That makes sense.
So
Do you come
yeah,
from a
but
MOBA, Saya?
no, I come from playing Gmod.
Shit.
It's awesome.
That goes hard. That was
Yeah,
not what I
yeah.
expected.
Honestly, I can show you all my Gary's mod hours real quick.
God damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
He's the best
That's pretty
terrorist
awesome, though.
around.
Yep. Played a lot of TTT and a lot of Dark RP. Yeah, so important thing, buffs. 5 minutes. Make sure at 4:30 to shove it out in pre-position. Make sure at 4 that you have HP and or try to take like a good trade. Don't force the trade if it can't be good, but like you can probably like take a trade in your favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? You see how he did the trick right there?
Yes.
Hopped on that zip and then hopped right there. So that's just a little thing that you can do to help get here faster. Which it doesn't look like he's having a very good game so far.
Sai, I have a question, bro. You mentioned position 2 is the position that likes to invade like enemy jungle, right?
Yeah.
Is that something that they would do, like with their lane partner?
Yeah.
In like the early to mid, when camps start, or
Yeah, because you want, so the reason why is because you want to take this, right?
Mhm.
This is what you care about, is trying to take this. And then for these guys want to take this right here. And then in the mid lane, it's very rare that you get your thing taken here. It's very safe, right? So like that's what he wants. It's like a very nice safe camp. I
Right.
don't know why my headset's like tweaking right now, but uh that's the reason why.
that makes sense?
So
Yeah.
you always see that once this is up, that me and him will try to play for this. They just have me and one shots it, so not much you can really do.
Yeah.
But
So,
these guys will also always play for it, and like it's not like they're like super weak, right? They have their ults now in front line, so they're pretty good at taking it. These guys, Sinclair, Billy, they can try and take it as fast as possible, but like they don't really have like the burst. So what I mean is, the dude has all he has to do is throw an essence bomb, and I throw a frost grenade, and that camp's insta cleared.
Yep.
right.
These guys, they need to double heavy melee and bolt, or not double heavy melee bolt in order to clear it. So
That makes sense. And so you play position 1 mid because they're the late game hyper carries, and so you want them to have the easiest camps to clear, or the ones that are least contested, right?
yeah, for the early game,
And then they
and it's
swap
also
out, I'm
just the
guessing.
safest lane.
Yeah, it's safe. Yeah. Okay.
And then eventually you'll move the 1 to a side lane. And the
Yeah,
2 to the other
so
one.
you'll see here, right? John will end up going to his side lane after we start getting some towers destroyed. Nice, John. Yeah, Scout is not having the greatest of games. You usually don't want to start like that. Which is... That's why I don't like his slang bullets item. I think he should just go Headhunter. But I also don't know what's happening to his econ. Yeah, but John's 8.3K, right? Compared to everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, he's rich as fuck.
But yeah, because you can just pretty freely clear. Like the only thing that can really kill him is a holiday lasso or Abrams coming super far behind.
Our green guardian has been destroyed.
Okay, so they lost here. There's also like a weird thing that happened, I think, during this match, which is because you were trying to force a Graves comp because no one's playing her. And we have buffs here in a minute. Just always something you gotta keep in mind. Very, very important to make sure that someone is paying attention to the buffs. And
Yeah.
earn you're gonna set up. And first buff will always be yellow. So yellow lane, which we can't see the colors right here.
It's left, right?
I don't
On
know.
this side?
I
Yeah.
I just know it's
Yeah,
yellow
it's,
lane.
yeah.
So right here he's trying to grab wave prio, and then after wave prio, we should go play for it if the timers are correct.
Yeah, immediately dips to the buff.
Yep. So we both make it to buff in time. So you'll see that we do this a lot. You bring 4. So the reason why we only need 4 here is because we got this pick mid at the start. So that guy, if you see where the Venator is, you see how he's stuck all the way back here.
Yep.
So that means we don't need to bring 5. Looks like Fishcake is also rotating over here to help.
If it was even though, you would bring 5 instead of 4 and just leave someone on an outer lane or mid.
Yeah, you'd leave someone out here, which I think Fishcake was actually supposed to stay here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so most of the time we don't really care about this tower, we care more about pickup, but we know we can get pickup, so we just only bring 4 there.
I see.
And then they went for a play, which I don't know how well it's gonna go.
I have an was that play bad? Because you guys should just play for earn, right? Here?
Yeah, they screwed something.
At least in your opinion, yeah.
They graded for. I mean, they have a tendency to do this, which is a reason why we lost our last scrim block. Is because there's a comeback earn, and they just wanted to fight, not on the earn, which is like kind of. So I will just tell you, if you guys are so far ahead, the only thing that can really stop you is a comeback earn. Even if you lose the entire fight, if you get the comeback earn and like end and take all the souls, then it doesn't even matter because it won't, they'll still be behind. But if they win the fight and get the comeback earn, it's like
That's game.
you'll be down now.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just need to like learn to respect the comeback earn. Yep. So now I just have to wait until we fight. There's Scout's stuck on the outer lane right now, clearing this. Alright, let's go like to their fight. You can kind of just watch how this fight goes. So right now I'm playing time for our guys to come. So now
So
we
now
have
you
our
bring
entire
5.
team.
Yeah, now you
Yeah.
bring 5. I see.
So now I'm trying to threaten earn while they do this, so the fight is split. So you see how
see.
they instantly all backed up on the earn right there?
Yep.
Because I threatened it right there, and now this is whenever we take all the space to do this. So this fight is advantageous for us because we waited. We waited for our entire team. If we would have fought without do, then something bad would have happened. And also that to have the threat of the earn Right there, forced 2 of them to split up from their teammates. So we just like kind of like hit them from everywhere.
Yeah.
So remember, if you guys are gonna do earn play, you don't have to rush it unless like you know they are like all across here, and like you have 2 and they only have 1 here because they have 4 here and 1 here. Then it makes sense to rush it. But take your time with the earn. But don't take so much time where you're gonna start ticking down
Yeah.
with it. But it does not need to be rushed.
That's my problem with the new earn drop off is I rush that bitch. I'm like, oh, I just gotta tap it. And I
Yeah.
sprint at it and get it fucking knocked out right at the edge. Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times.
Yeah, it's so important not to rush it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think we can show you how we deal with comeback earns, which usually, I'm not even joking, comeback earns are worth more than your walker every single time. So if you're the team that's losing
Drop a walker, but
and
get the earn.
you drop a walker for the comeback earn, it won't even matter.
That's
So
good to know. Okay.
yeah, and it's a little overtuned for comeback right now.
It's what, 30%, right?
I don't know the
Something like
exact
that.
number. I just know it's like absurd.
It's good, yeah.
Speeding up. Swapping now.
What the heck? Yeah, so you'll see, John's been farming up a storm, right? He's been
Yeah.
grabbing some of the farm on his side, but he doesn't because he's playing on this side. There's not as much farm, right? But John's playing on this side, so there's a lot more farm to take. So he's just farming up a storm. These guys are fighting, right? Like they should. Fishcake is also he's answering the wave while John is farming. And then Ido also went to go fight for the team fight, but we weren't there, so we probably should have called it off when they had 4. But we still have the lead, so it's not that big of a deal. So you'll see. All right, I'll sit with Fishcake for a while instead of John because he needs someone to like cover him to make sure he doesn't get jumped.
Yeah.
And now I think this is whenever Dude's gonna move over too, because you don't want to have these 2 together for like a very long time, or something bad will happen. Which it's just like farm priority, right?
What
So
the
you always want to try and keep them separated. Which right, they came together to because he went to go help him for the team fight, and they still lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Fishcake is he's gonna be sidelining for a bit until I think someone will kick him out. It'll probably be John. I
On
know he
his
said he
respawn?
needed souls. Let's see what's happening to Ido here.
He's about to have a real bad day.
No, that's just a bad fight from us because we have no one on the map. So now we got John back on this side. We got Dude back on this side, which I don't think we can run. I don't think we can run guy 7. I think like Graves just needs a lane.
Yeah.
And we can't put her in mid lane because mid lane is like the most chance to get ganked, right?
Right.
There's so many angles for mid, alright? If they can't gank you from all the way out here for the side lane.
So you
like
think
but mid lane,
God
right, they have
damn, your
access to
camera
left and
flew.
right.
Yeah.
Let's see. You can see how Scout plays this. I think he goes back to answer mid.
Headed to Greenwich. They delivered the
Yeah. That was a gambit we lost.
Our green walker is under
Hmm.
attack.
So basically, we tried a 6-man here as like a way to get back in.
Yep.
We tried to 6-man the urn, so we couldn't like if they brought 5, then we'd only use a walker for it. But they just backed away, so we just have to go back and go defend our walkers now, and they just get the urn for free. So that was like a gambit play.
See.
I see the enemy. I see the enemy. Allow the mother to open your third eye.
Yeah, Scout might be the collector of dust right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a death merchant right now.
Holy smokes, 6 stats. Yep.
Do you guys do anything different in like practice versus other teams that you guys like think works?
Well, this is a draft we've never drafted before.
Yeah.
You've never seen us draft 7 Graves before, so this is what I mean by it. It's a completely new draft.
Yeah.
You think that the team was like, or like this draft was like a little overly greedy because you got like guys 7 and Graves.
So what the thing was is we decided we need to just change Silver for Abrams.
What brought that on?
And
Out of curiosity.
what?
Like Abrams needs less farm than Silver, or a little less greedy.
It's yeah, less farm, tankier, what you call it, and has more CC with charge and
see.
seismic impact. So that's why. And then that way, you can keep fish cake. We can just add fish cake to the mid, and then keep Dew and this guy
Johnny
on
on the
side mid.
outers. Yeah.
Yeah, but fish or Graves Silver right. Graves needs to set up Tombstone for fight, and Silver needs damage to set up for ultimate. So that's why.
That makes sense.
Yellow walker is under attack.
That was a nice shot from Scout.
Yeah. So your 5 is just like always looking around for people.
Yeah, always looking around always looking on your outers, your mid, your side. Like he kind of just goes wherever. So like, if John's full bot, right? Why would you not want to play around John?
Right.
And that just doesn't make sense to not play around him.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think something bad happened here. But there's definitely an issue with the mid game. Which again, that's why we said we should have probably just grabbed Abrams. Just
can
because
see that.
he needs time to transform.
He just sees the damage, and it takes too long for him to get it to become tanky in front line for
Yep.
you guys. They just dive on like Grazer guys every single time, as it looks like.
Yeah. So if you have I mean, the whole point is, if we have like if instead of Silver, if we have Abrams, Graves in a dome, whoever's in that dome is just gonna be evaporated, right? Because there's insta gravestone, because this will probably be max soon. We have Abrams to charge into the wall anywhere in dome. It's stunned, and then also I'll just full heal them.
Yeah, they can't really output much damage.
And then we have 7 in the back line, which 7 can kind of get a win against them all.
Yeah.
Our yellow
And
One thing
then
scary with 7, he has no like actual mobility to get out.
yeah,
I feel like he needs to be babysit a lot of the time. Like Scout, probably like Scouter, you probably just need to help him out a lot. You know what I mean? He's like one of the only like game carries that has no mobility next to Geist. But Geist just has swap and life drain.
well, I would disagree about the late game. Spirit yeah, 7 has
Spirit scaling.
movement
Yeah.
scaling with his spirit. So that's why whenever you see like 7 like at very high soul percentages, he moves so fast.
Okay.
So but like right now, yeah, he definitely needs to be babysat because he doesn't have that much spirit.
Hmm.
We can look at his movement speed right now. It's 8.7, which is 2 higher than most people. So, oh, there we go. Just went up to 9. But yeah, so like the later he gets, the more movement speed he'll get from the spirit. So that's why I disagree with. For mid game, yeah, 100%, he probably needs to be babysat a lot more. But for the late game, the character is going to be able to move so fast that he doesn't need to be babysat.
Okay.
I think this is also, you'll just see right here where he kind of just eats them alive. So yeah, they got the comeback earn, but again, this is where that change matters for timers. If you have more souls than like the average of all of us, then you get that extra timer. So these guys are gonna be dead for quite some time.
Yeah.
And then yeah, if we were all there for that fight and we won that, by the way, we would have been ahead of those guys just from that comeback earn.
Yeah. And that's what I've noticed too. Like, if you give that up or you get it, like, it's so important that, like, especially if you're in the lead, that you don't give up those earns, or like, or at least contest it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like, I have a question here too about mid boss. Like, would you guys rather give up like a walker on the sideline for this, or like do you like, or whenever you contest, or whenever you're doing this, would you rather just like contest it or not contest it? Like, if it's getting hit for,
If you have 5 and you have like for example, they have like a Sinclair which you can bunny to stop them from punching, and the Abrams charge for the punch. Uh, right, you have these tools that can stop them from being able to punch besides just coin flipping the parry. I think we were kind of lucky here. We just won the coin flip off of it. We also had Dome and Seminole, right, which is why we did it. So you just gotta like analyze. Do you think you can win with the tools they have? All right, because what we're playing against is Charge and Bunny. What they're playing against is Dome and Sevenol. So we have the better stuff here. Which
okay,
I don't think this worked well because I don't think they were in my. I don't think I think I had some people out of my dome. Yeah. Yeah. See, I didn't have anyone in my dome with it, even though I called that we were doming it, and I had to like I couldn't stay in the middle, right? Because they're Mina ulting, so it's a silence. So I just have to like wait until I come out of Veil to ult. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be silenced and I can't dome
Yeah.
here. But like, I need more people in this thing. And then they domed it too. It's you'll see. This lightning ball's about to eat them all alive.
The more they die, the stronger I become.
So yeah, that's how we ended up winning that. Is because we had dome to stall it all and everything and kill people on it and heal. And
okay,
then 7, you can't forget about your AoE in mid boss because right at the end of the day, mid boss crystals go to whoever's in the middle punching it or who gets
Mm.
parried in the middle, and now they're out of it. So AoE is so important here. So if you look here, for AoE we have Geist Bomb 1, we have 7 ball, we have 7-3, we have ghouls have like a pretty good range on them too. We have Kelvin grenades and stuff are a pretty good thing. Paradox Bomb. These guys have Rake, which is AoE, Charge, which is AoE, Siphon, which is AoE. This isn't. I mean, you can count it as AoE. It doesn't really. I want to count though. But they have Bunny, Bolt. But like, it just doesn't do as much damage as a 7 Grave shredding you with ball.
Yeah.
sure.
And that. So like, that's something I keep in mind of. Is yeah, these guys have more AoE than us, but we have more damage than them.
Okay.
So just you gotta make sure you have tools available for the mid boss in every draft you do.
Okay.
Which usually your supports will always have one if you draft a support. because Ivy has
Sure.
stone form and ult. Kelvin has dome.
I feel like Ram's like top tier now, right? Is he a top tier like mid contest because of his sleep?
You can just counter spell it.
True.
It's like the big thing. If you need to, like I mean, it's the same with like Sinclair, right? Sinclair has Bunny, which, like I said, you can buy counter spell for the mid boss, so most of the time you just won't need it
Okay.
because you can't. For example, Rem sleep, you can't hit everyone unless they're like
They
All
gotta
on the
be
pit.
they gotta be up
yeah,
each other's ass. Yeah.
like, but usually what happens, right, is you'll have one person here, unless like someone here probably has orb stun. Yeah, see. So someone like outside would just sit like right here, and what are you gonna do? You're gonna hit the one guy with warp stone over here. You're gonna aim it at pit, you know.
True.
And
They
so
just warp
there's gonna
stone
be someone
punch or
that
parry.
warp stones in as soon as that sleep finishes. But there's like a difference between like dome and such,
Oh, it's
because
like
right,
sustained. It's
yeah.
longer.
Well, not only does it freeze the crystal, no one can punch it in it. You know that your Kelvin's gonna dome for it, and then you also know when the dome's going down, and you're also healing in it, which makes it such a good mid boss contest.
That makes sense.
And same with Bunny, right? Bunny has like such a I'm just gonna say it, Bunny has like such a bigger radius than REM sleep. And it also like they can't do anything. You can't mess up Bunny.
Yeah.
Like 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 for REM sleep, right? You can accidentally wake someone up off of just, just out of the pure AoE effect of just you just throwing it in there because there's so many people. Or a heavy punch or something. But Bunny, like the only thing they can really do is counterspell it or miss it. And Billy ult you can do the same with. Right before Chen Gang is about to end at like 2.1 seconds, you press 2 and you can yank him all the way from the pit.
Yeah.
Which it's a little timey to do, but it is possible. So, the whole point of my job though was just to make sure that I get dome off no matter what. So I can't let
Yeah.
this guy hit me. I can't get bunnied. I can't let Mina ult me. I can't get lassoed or anything like that. So that's why I just didn't sit in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're off the side and just jumped in like
Yep.
late.
Just playing the
Okay.
veil.
I also had a question. How do you guys deal with the death ball? That some like teams that'll death ball, like teams that'll death ball like heavy, like those with like five or
Mm,
like you know, five out for a walker. You know what I mean? Like, you just have your,
okay.
you just have your just like your John just say, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna go like take like, cause we had a game yesterday like where that happened where there was just like five, like, it's the game we lost, but like we had five and we just couldn't like it was like it felt like there was like five or four always on us, and I felt like I should have like said like like I felt like in the moment I was like yo just like our carry just go take their base guardians because like the sides they were attacking were like sides that didn't have that had guard that had macros, so it'd be like our walker, you know what I mean? But on the other
Yeah.
opposite side of the map there's no walker, so did I just tell him like yo just take base guardians and make him honest and keep you, you know what I mean? Or do you want him to just like the farm and get bigger?
Okay. So are this really depends on the wave state. If it's all neutral and they're like five manning on the wave state, then you just gotta back off and just push these outers and then look for a collapse.
Okay.
If not, if you guys are all shoved in like this, then like you're probably just gonna take a little bit of walker damage. You just need to reset the map. Which to reset the map, you usually play 2-2-2. If you're behind, then you usually go 4-1-1.
Interesting.
Okay. Okay.
So,
I get that.
so the whole point of that 4 is you look for that one
That
pick.
collapse, yeah, you look for that one collapse on that one person that's like out by himself or whatever, right?
Yeah, just on the wave though. Like you're not like you can, but that's if you're behind that you need to like force something where you just need to show you have the presence or you have the people to just show up on the wave to make sure it gets pushed out because of how far behind you are. But most of the time you just want to play 2-2-2 and then like meet up, mid put you shove mid and then they shove and then you guys like meet up if you want to invade or go back here if you want to like play defensive and farm this.
Okay.
And then the
Then
same
like
as for this, if you guys both get these waves shoved out, and there's stuff to take on this side, just take this side and make sure just tell them, hey, like you guys need to play like
Weak
defensive.
side.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and if you're
Yeah.
if you're weak siding, like you already lost like this guardian and you still have this walker, you can just leave one person here and you can
4-4 or whatever, 4-1. You know what I mean? Or
yeah,
5.
well it'd be 1-3-2 and you
Yeah.
just play to invade. This is an invade play though if you do this. So you
Okay.
need to invade or start a fight if you do a play like that because you're one unless they're like the Giga Genius or like bravely stupid, like it will always be shoved into your walker until you bring someone else.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that because like we like we do really well when we're ahead. Like really like when we're like our early game is really good. It's just usually our late game to like late mid game is like when we kind of like lose it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like it's usually just like us like not recognizing like
I
when
would say it's around the 20-minute mark is when you should start really being
Roman.
careful about losing people.
Okay. 20-minute mark. Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, here you can just look at this Billy's, or we can look whoever dies timer is. Actually, no, I think they full disengage on us here. If I remember correctly.
And do you guys depend on John? Like whoever that like solo laner is, do you guys depend on his comms too? Like who's in his lane or not? Like do
On
you
his
have it like
comms? No.
yeah. No? Okay.
We say get fat, bro. Take us home for the late game. That's what we say, and then we'll just
Yeah.
make a lot of noise everywhere else. So they have to. So ideally, right, we make so much noise on this side that they bring like their forward to match this, right?
Yeah.
And that means John's pretty free to farm this because he already had his 2 come to shove this out, and then we have our other 2 to catch this wave, and then right, and then we now we have 5, and then after if we resend the map, we'll go back to like 2 right here, which
Okay.
you'll see, for example, a lot. I don't know exactly. I don't think I really played with John this much. I think I played mostly with Dew, but you'll see I like sit like around like here and such, to make sure that that he's not getting ganked or anything from like afar or anything,
Mm-hmm.
and then just let him shove up that wave, and then I'll meet in mid in case there's like a fight because there's no reason for him to. The wave's already shoving towards him. There's zero reason for him to, just like start a fight when his whole job is to farm.
Yeah.
True. Okay. And then would you put your like pig people there too? Just in case they're like
Your
you
pick
guys are looking.
people is more for invading.
Like
Okay.
initiating.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you guys are invading, we'd want Paradox, our Silver, our our Graves, and our Geist here, alright?
Mm-hmm.
If you're invading this. And then if we weren't, and then what I'd do is I'd make sure that we have this pushed out, and then I'd make sure after John gets his push out that there's no one in his jungle while I rotate towards mid to help come to this team fight if needed, or if I need to push out mid wave again because it respawned. And then after that, if there's no team fight, I'll just go back over to John to make sure that he's not getting jumped.
Okay.
And then these guys would like do like the same thing, right? They'd have someone. They would come push this out again and make sure they don't get jump here. So you'll see right here, right? Mid is where most of the jumping happens.
So what is it? So if you're not invading, you're just kind of like chilling around the carries, like watching out in case they get initiated on.
Yeah, well, we don't want John turning the corner right here, and there's Billy Holiday right there, and
Just
just
Right,
like,
waiting for his ass, dude,
yeah,
licking their lips, they're just rubbing their
yeah,
hands like.
yeah. That's it. It's kind of like, yeah, you might sacrifice yourself sometimes, which it happens, but like your job is to become really good at like grabbing information, getting out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because if John got caught right there in their frontliners because I didn't scout for him, it'd be really
Yeah.
bad. Because
He's,
now
like, on a
now my
90-second timer,
44K,
right?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna be in like the doomsday device.
Yeah.
The doomsday device has been deactivated to defuse the bomb. And so you guys give up this the comeback run for this mid?
I think let me
That runs
see.
in mid, right? Didn't someone bring
No,
it mid?
I think they
Oh.
grabbed it.
They grabbed it. Yeah.
Or did they?
Yeah, they grabbed it and
Yeah.
they ran it, and then I think you guys just like were noticed that they just were not all there.
Yeah,
Just
we just went
ran
mid
it in.
because we couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
And then you should when you guys pry out, do you guys always pry out earn? 'Cause, we always try to do that. Whenever we call earns like really well, and I feel like our earn game kind of
Yeah,
carries us.
we had pickup initially.
Yeah.
But he had,
Yeah.
he had to drop it to get out.
Okay. And then you guys do you do the 4-1-1, right? So it's like 4 people on earn, one person at the outer lanes, or you know what I mean, the mid lane and the outer lane.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
the
this
later-
is when death timers matter way more.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
kind of want to roam more as a unit and just leave like one person to catch waves, and you guys try to start something. So the person that's defending has a better time. But yeah, we trade mid boss for earn, which is like the only time you can like the only good thing to trade.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's
Like-
not contesting this shit. Like
Mid boss
Billy's already-
skulls and also what you call it.
the
You get
health
skulls
pot.
and the
golden- the gold-
rejuice.
Yeah. Okay.
Which you'll see that happen a lot. Sometimes
Yeah.
even if you're ahead, there's just bad fights and there's nothing you can do about it. So you don't want to fight that. But they're running earn, and you'd rather force like a good fight, which is we had everyone there
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
and if they start a fight on us, it's really bad for them, and they're already down a person because they have someone running the earn.
Yeah, and you guys all had your ults up too, so if they try to contest, like John's gonna just either eat them alive and then just ult, or you're just gonna dome it, you know what I mean, and just make sure
Yeah.
that they get punished
Yeah.
hard. Okay.
Well, John definitely you'll see him do like a rust play.
Okay.
A rust
Which
play?
is like, yeah, like you can just tell he hasn't played this character.
Oh, like he's rusty. I thought you were talking about like rust
Yeah.
the game. I'm like, what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck does that mean?
He's flying in the helicopter, dude. He's flying around.
He's gonna go fucking get some C4.
Yeah.
dude.
So you can see right here though. It's like like literally right here. I was gonna go to them and I saw Ida's getting jumped, so I was gonna try and just rescue beam him out to help him out. Cause like I want to hover now around more the mid, so because of how fast Kelvin is with these items, I can kind of get anywhere within like 4 seconds on the map to help my team. So
As
now,
long as you're starting from like mid from that area.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which at this point I can create my ice path for like basically a very long time.
Yeah.
This is where I said we should trade. They can have that walker. You'll just take those shrines for free because shrines actually like are pretty hard to take.
True. Like, how do you feel about this new base? I feel like it's way big. It's just like I feel like it's just super
like
huge
it.
now. Yeah, you like it?
Yeah. It adds more flavor to the map. All right, you ready? You'll see the John thing.
He's gonna all and get cursed by the tower. Oh no, never mind.
You didn't press infuser.
Pretty impressive. Yeah. He's got no help. Yeah. I didn't see that big green bar just go all the way back up
Yeah,
top.
no, you just didn't press his infuser. So he pressed it here. Which, yeah, the pseudo frontline for the Graves like kinda works. I'm gonna lie, it felt pretty good. You'll see right here, like these guys just get instantly shredded. Alright, so now they're missing the whole idea with this comp was their frontliners is Abrams Billy, which these characters rely on attack damage, right? And Graves takes max weapon damage from them, so they lose all their damage, and also they get shredded for spirit. And Seven's on the greatest spirit M1s right now, so like we just play that. But we realized we could probably just give him silver because silver also relies on attack damage. So
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. You guys just grab another spirit burster or something like that. Or just
yeah,
another, like,
but
spirit
you'll
heavy
see
carry?
something pretty funny here. You watch this Billy like disappear. Well, this is their frontliner, dude.
Yo.
God damn.
Yeah,
Yo.
that's him all out front.
Yo.
that was a 4K HP Billy right there that disappeared. Yeah, but that was one of the comp experiments that I decided to run with.
Okay.
All right. Any questions, guys?
We were unbeatable.
I don't have any.
Trying to
Anyone
think.
else?
Yeah. So wait, when you guys are looking for picks, like how do you orchestrate that? Like if you're like para, like
push
scout or push
Push
waves?
wave.
Okay.
Or know that your guy will be fine. Solo wave.
Okay.
So if you're 7's 1 HP, for example,
Mhm.
don't leave him to get jumped underneath the tower, right? You should probably stick with him and make sure that you give him solo heal minion, so he'll be fine whenever you leave. You can't just leave your teammate unless the tower is already dead and you just need to give it. But most of
Yeah.
the time, make sure the waves push. Make sure your laner knows that you're leaving, and then and you also know, and they know that they have like the HP to like survive like 1 or 2 waves being shoved underneath them.
Okay. And then uh, you guys like moving around like 4 minutes? That's what I've noticed. Like a lot of pros are like not pros, but like
It's 2.
it's 2. Okay, 2 minutes.
As soon as you get your second ability, there's a couple
Oh, that's what
characters that
it is.
really spike.
Yeah.
So, Hayes is one of them. Paradox is one of them. Abrams is one of them.
Okay.
So,
What about Yam? Do you feel like Yam's like that too with her whatever it's called, her divine strike or I forget what it's called, the kunai pin. I forget what it's called. I
Oh,
just know
what
it's
are
like
you?
a,
Are you talking about
the
her
one
second?
where it's like she
Her
goes through the
s-
walls like she.
Oh,
I
her
forget what it's
second.
called.
Two?
Oh.
Yeah, her two.
Flying Strike?
Yeah, there we go. Flying strike.
Unai
Dude, I-
Pin. That's a
yeah,
new
yeah,
one.
Kunai.
dude, because it is a
kunai
kunai.
jab.
She whips it out, dude. She whips out a kunai.
Yeah,
looks like-
Kunai jab.
Yeah,
she's
you
a kunai.
can.
Okay.
It's just be like a burst one though.
Okay.
They'd have to be low for you to actually be able to, like, I'm talking about like characters like, yeah, you can
That kill with
like,
it,
you
right?
can gank.
So long.
Well, we could talk about Abrams for example, right? You can literally just like pin someone like this in lane, like from coming from behind, and they're just get displaced and they're just dead.
Yeah.
Same with Hayes, right?
With dagger.
You can set up your team right here to get really close to this guy, and then you guys can punch together.
Yeah.
So, like characters like this, Holiday's a good one too because displacement from it. So
Okay.
you can literally just fly in, do this to someone, and then like that's very quick burst damage. It also stops like their movement if they're doing like all this,
Yeah.
it completely kills all that. So it's characters like that that can really stop someone's really displace people or like CC them is usually the best ones. Which Mina's the only Mina is more around after you hit this power spike. You can do this because of just how bursty the character is. So like you see like that's 400 damage right there. That's our
So
without
stupid.
even like it's
So
a little bit
dumb.
more with everything else. So that's why Mina can, and same with Lash, right? These characters are like very very bursty. I wouldn't say Yamato's as bursty, so I wouldn't worry. But like if they're like 1-1, you can kind of just if you can right click like this and they're just dead, you're probably fine.
Okay.
So I have a question about drafting real quick. What are like some of the big things that you guys keep in mind when you're like drafting comps? I know it's a broad question, but
Don't run out of frontliners.
okay, weird.
That's the
Interesting.
big one.
Because I know there's not a lot of frontliners in the game, so they can probably get picked up pretty quick.
Yeah, that's
Or
why.
banned, or banned.
That's why we are saying, like the night shift people, we do not want to add more bans because we just already had like no frontliners in the game.
I was gonna ask if they were gonna add 3 bands soon.
That'd be horrible,
I
'cause
already
it'll
told
just-
them I don't want to because
Yeah.
we're just gonna be. We'll literally have no frontliners.
Yeah.
They're gonna
It'd
be,
be-
they're just gonna
it'd be-
ban
it'd be
Abrams, Billy, and then like
Abrams, Billy,
Abrams,
Yama,
Billy,
Warden,
yeah,
Shiv.
yeah.
Yeah. Just every
they're all
frontliner
gonna
gone.
be gone, dude. And just like
Yeah.
you're gonna have like a weird comp running around.
Yeah. Fucking tank holiday coming at you.
Yeah,
dude.
so that's like the big thing is we need more like tanky guys in the game.
That'd be
That's when you whip out like the tanky Infernus.
Yeah, I count Infernus, the Dash Infernus one as like a pseudo frontliner.
Interesting.
Yes, sir.
Because
He just heals so
Uh,
much.
I don't remember. I think it's like boons per. Yeah, it's like 39. But the thing is with the change, um, to what you call it, like look, I already have like 2k HP off of just these greens alone with the 0 boons. So probably with boons, I could probably be like 4k HP. So. But you know, he doesn't have the same survivability as like an Abrams ability, right? Or a
Yeah.
Yamato hero, or a Bloodletting Shiv, or a Billy, or like I think it's called Amped or
The blasted.
Blasted.
Bless it.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
just
he
kind of
just
like the big difference.
he just gets slung hexed or like cursed and he's dead. He just blows up. I feel like
Um, I can not really because
I think he's talking about Infernus. I think.
Furnace first.
oh,
Infernus.
Not
Yeah,
Billy.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
Billy.
yeah.
No.
okay.
Furnace. I feel like Infernus is like because I played him a lot, so it's like people just buy slung hex, like slung hex or curse, and I just feel like I just blow up instantly. Even with the dash build, it's like you guys got to counter spell it or just get dispel magic now or
Well, that's what I mean by pseudo frontline.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like so you always have like you always want at least a frontliner, right? That can like
Yeah.
take all that stuff. But like you also like as in Furnace, right? You want to be like up here, like this, you know, up there in the, with your front line. So like you're like a pseudo frontliner
True.
compared
Okay.
to like a Mirage or a Seven, right? Which these characters,
Ray sitting in
Want
the
to be in
back.
the back, sort of.
yeah, like they just want to play like all the way back here fighting. That's what I mean.
Okay.
You won't ever see like a Mirage like all the way up here unless they lost their gosh dang mind.
Yeah.
Is that how you guys used DMB for a while? Is just like him whenever he'd go in front of us, he's like, all right, like he's just gonna be running around with our frontliner.
Well, that's just how I always thought of it. DMB likes the dash one, which I've never been a fan of. I think base and furnace has always been fine.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like. I go K dash Swift Striker, Toxic as these, and then yeah, you just go greens for the rest. So if you don't want metal skin, you can go warpstone. But you just go like something like this, and then you literally can just like run at them. And you're still very tanky with the warpstone and the debuff remover.
Yeah.
And you still have your afterburn, like insta procking, just because of how much attack speed these two items give you.
True. Okay.
Fucking K dash. So dumb. Stupid item.
Oh, they nerfed it though.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
nerfed
they
it
did.
a lot.
Right?
what was
Same
it?
temporary.
30%, and now it's 25.
Yeah, it was 30%. Now it's 25, and now max ammo no longer stacks with the temporary ammo.
That's right.
So if you had like Titanic mag, right, and you did it, you would
At like 70 or whatever, you could be able
yeah,
to make it.
you'd have like 70 bullets with it. So the trick was you reload and then you K dash like this, and then you'd have the entire meg. But now it doesn't matter. So now if you just want it for your next reload, you just reload and do it. But yeah, this is like the way that I see Infernus being played, and then after that you can go like Juggernaut and Colossus, and then you could sell. I would never go Titanic, but you can go like Leech or Rico if they just have more frontliners. I'd go Rico for more farm, or but probably Leech would be your best bet. And now you're just like this really tanky Infernus guy, which you have Warpstone for movement and for bullet res, and to guarantee your ult, you have Colossus too, and you can just debuff remove anything that would like ruin you.
Yeah.
Besides Curse, which then you're probably just gonna need you always need your support to have like DB in case for stuff like that.
Right.
Okay.
Word.
You got any questions, Domsky? You've been muted. I don't know if he's at work or something, but waiting tables, listen, taking notes.
Waiting tables. He's got it propped up. Got it propped open.
He's typing.
I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think if I would have anything else. I mean, the big thing I was wondering about was like the positioning or like the positions and the roles and stuff, and then the drafting. So those are my big questions I had. So that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
same.
if you guys
Who
don't have any
leads
more
it?
questions, that means I probably did a
Uh,
good job.
I
Yeah.
got one
Yeah.
more. I got one more. I got one
Alright,
more for you.
I'm
Who leads
ready.
the who leads the comms for you guys, or like who is it like just a joint effort? Does anybody like
Um,
lead the comms, or like do you have a dedicated like this guy kind of calls the plays, or like you know what I mean? This kind of like always looking at his map.
okay, so I will say this. I probably am the number one in the comms. I was probably number two. DMB was number three, but now it's probably Scout now. So usually how it goes is always gotta like start a conversation about like what to do, you know? Like talk about it. Like, hey, we have buff and earn in like a minute, right? Make sure you have our HP full. Make sure that our waves are pushed at 9:30. So everyone knows if I say buff and earn, that's what needs to happen. So
Okay.
then after I pick up earn, and then I'll start asking, all right, guys, what's are we doing buff and earn, or do people need to buy before we do this? Because like obviously you should always do earn. So I always ask that question too, and then get the feedback. So
Okay.
it's not like I'm telling everyone, hey, we're doing
Now,
buff and earn.
snapping your fingers at him.
Yeah, because I don't know. All right, I don't know if John's about to buy glass cannon for this fight or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And he just needs
Mhm.
like
You
20
could
more
wait literally
souls.
10 seconds for him to finish a
Yeah.
camp, buy glass cannon. Yeah.
So I would say like it's more like prompting questions and just everybody just answers is kind of just how it goes. Or
Interesting.
like but like we could also you tell them we're doing mid boss. That'd be like a different story because right we say mid, and if everyone agrees mid like within that second we all go mid.
What if you
Okay.
So
guys are split? Like, you could just don't?
so are you talking about cross comms?
Yeah,
Well,
or it's
yeah,
like let's do mid, and it's
three
like
people are,
auto. Yeah,
three people are,
yeah.
let's do mid. You know, something like that, for example.
Well, split comms would be. I thought about like side to side, which it'd be you call how many people are in each lane,
Uh,
like how many you
Okay.
see. So, for example, if I'm with John, it's just me and John, and Ido, Scout, Dew, and Fishcake are on the other side. They tell me what their plan is if they want to siege Walker or something or invade, and then I tell them I'll scout for John, and then I tell them it's good to clear the wave or it's not, and then if it's really good to clear the wave and I see nothing, I tell right to be careful, we don't see them on the map.
I see.
And then obviously if we do see them on the map, we tell them, hey, three on our side, you guys have advantage on the right because you just have more numbers,
Yeah, more people. That makes sense.
which usually it'd be an invade or a kill play or something, and then like that's usually how the comms go. It's never you just tell someone to go do this.
Yeah.
Right.
Because again, I'm not. It's not my job to tell them how to play. Right. I just need the information to see what we're gonna do, because I will never know how many souls you are. You know what power spikes, what build you're using for this day, any of that.
Yeah.
So
Makes
that
sense.
that's an important thing.
I'm sorry to jump in. I guess I was thinking about a question during when you were watching that last replay. Um, I mainly play Seven's role a whole lot, and I noticed that the soul distribution for him was really good. But I was going to ask, like, is there any situation, or I guess, what would you do in the opposite sense if your Seven is like the same souls as you are, as the rest of the team? Like, if you're playing from behind on that role, is it better to group up, or is it better to just kind of buy like eco items or?
Um, if you are equal souls with your team, there are two things that happen. Your team is winning all across the map, and so it is fine because that means they've invaded, they won every team fight, they won earn, like that happens. If you're equal with them, something bad happened. Either you got ganked in your jungle because someone wasn't hovering you, or you made like a greedy play and you lost your bag, which it's coming to bite you now. Which you're just gonna have to you're gonna have to do it with disadvantage now, because you need your souls to play like characters like that. Like your job is to make sure you have the most souls. So whenever big fights happen on your side of the map or something, um, that you're able to pump out the damage there. And that also brings something else too. If you guys are down souls, make sure to if we can bring this up. If John was 27k and dude was like 20k, what you would do is you'd bring your 7 to there because you need your 7 for that. You need your 7 for that extra damage for that extra 7k
While
power
the
spike
while
of
the other guy
souls.
is not on a power
Yeah.
spike. I see.
Yeah, but he can he can so easily hold the lane down. And he's not
Yeah.
just gonna get rolled over by 2 guys. But you need that extra power. So that's just something to keep in mind whenever you do have someone that gets that fed. Is you need to play on their side, or they need to come play on the side of where the urn is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that I guess that makes me think of another question is like if you're like roamers. Hi, Nessa. Another one. If your roamers are behind, like they lost a bunch of fights early, and like the other team's starting to like snowball. Like what would you recommend in that sort of situation?
The 2-2-2, right? And just kind of plays really safe.
No. Behind's
Oh.
4-1-1-1.
Oh,
Make
that's
sure
right.
that wave gets pushed out and you look on that wave.
Gotcha.
And then, but yeah, Earn is gonna be your way to get back in.
Mhm. Just like shove lanes and like try to set up earn and make the best of
Yeah,
it.
your one needs to be very delicate though. So if your 4-1-1 doesn't work, then make sure they'll be able to shove out the wave because the minion wave will be on their side right after. But if you do that, you need to look for something on that side is that 4-1-1 because it's supposed to be like a surprise thing,
Right.
which most people will show up on the waves anyway.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, that was the last thing I got.
Yeah, if you're behind in souls as your M1, either your team's doing really good, or not behind. If you're equal with them, it means your team's doing really good and is just winning on their side all the time, which that means you basically have infinite space to farm, right? Because they just can't answer because they're just watching their entire jungle get taken and they're scared because they've just lost every single fight and they're behind. So that's really good, but if not, that means you probably dropped a bag, a 800 or a 1K bag or somewhere, and now you're equal with the rest of your team. So that's really bad. So if you have a big bag like that, you gotta make sure to communicate it too. Otherwise, people won't know. There's been fights that I've called off because someone on my team is
Sitting on
300
12k
souls
or not
away.
12, but 1200 or something.
Yeah, they're 300 away from a 3.2k, and they have a 1.4k bag. It's just not worth the
Yeah.
risk of if we lose this, then now we completely lost our lead because we lose it equivalent to 2.8k in value.
Yeah. Well, thank you, sir. I think.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Saiah,
Man. I
man.
appreciate that.
If you got another question about anything about the system, I can help you.
Awesome. That's dope.
So,
Thank you so much, bro.
Alright,
I
when
hope
we
you
play in
guys enjoy
Deadlock
this
Night
week
Shift,
as
good
well.
luck.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Ooh. I'll let ZP know. Alright, see you guys.
Alright, see you,
Peace,
brother.
bud.
Have a good one.
See you, man.
And I hate that guy.
Dude, Coop, why'd you buy that? This guy fucking sucks.
Does he? I don't know. I feel like he gave
No,
us
I'm
some good
kidding. I'm
shit.
kidding.
Okay. I was like, wait.
Dude,
I joined on the second half, but
Yeah. No,
yeah.
he gave us a decent amount.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, he gave really good advice, to be honest.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of it
Yeah,
was
do it.
self-explanatory, but when he went over positionings and where to be, and on
Yeah.
the map, it was clicking. Okay, if you're here and here, this is where you need to be, or this
Yeah.
here, this here, this here. When he was clicking, I was like, okay,
I
that's
mean, he's played
that's the shit
what
I need.
8 million times the amount of scrims or just 6v6
Yeah.
games. You know that's where all that information comes from. God damn.
The what is it? Him laying out pos 1 through 6 as well. I think that was good because I know you and I were talking about that, Matt.
Yeah.
So it's good that we got his.
Yeah, I wanted
perspective
to
on
know
it.
the
It was a bit
exact
different.
where he puts every role and what they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was a bit different than what we were thinking, so it was good to have his
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, anyone want to pitch the idea to Coven now?
Yeah, team.
Yeah, so Coven, I was gonna make a team, but like no death slam really. Like we wouldn't actually be in the league because of like a lot of us have weird schedules, but would scrim a bunch of teams in the Death Slam league, and it'd just be for the
Yeah.
purpose of playing 6v6 and playing scrims. I was wondering if you wanted to join.
Let me think about it. I'll
It'd
think
be like
about
zero
it.
commitment outside of just, hey guys, you guys want to find a scrim tonight? That type of thing.
Okay. It should be. Let me think about it.
Yeah,
Let me let a Goopa ponder.
yeah.
Let a Goopa
Because
ponder.
I know, I'm assuming me and you will still play in Death Slam in some capacity, but this team would just be to fucking scrim people.
Okay.
Like some of us, like me and Domsky, are all over the place with our schedules. So,
Yeah.
but we want to play still. Play some sweaty matches.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Sweaty
better than
matches are always.
queuing pubs over and over
Yeah,
again.
that's pretty much the idea,
Exactly.
is that it's better than
Okay.
pubbing. Yeah.
It's just better than
Okay.
pubbing because you're just playing against random garbage and you can actually pick what you're gonna fucking do in a match.
Yeah.
So it's like Premiere, like fucking like
Yeah,
basic.
think of it like
Yeah,
that, like a
I'm just
basic
trying to make
sort
better
of thing.
queues for I guess the
Yeah, so
six
we
of
could
us or
actually
whatever.
play draft games instead of just fucking.
Fucking
Oh, I
queue
hope
up
they
and
don't have
fucking
Lash
we've got
Yamato. I
yeah,
hope they
we've
don't
got
have Yamato.
eight supports or six supports on one team and the other team is balanced. It's like, all right,
No, I
cool.
got lashed, and they just randomly got 4 characters that can't be lash ulted.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll think about it. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I'd see no reason why I'd be done. Just
Yeah.
let me give me a day or two to ponder.
I 100% disagree with him about Graves. I'm not gonna lie.
What he says, Graves is
Dude,
broken.
no, they were testing Graves. I don't even think he thinks Graves is good. But he was saying that you play Graves like this like drain like character like buying gun items. I'm like, dude, you can't, dude. They are so bad at that. I don't know.
The biggest thing that
Maybe,
he's
dude.
saying
They
for
might be
Graves
onto something.
You could in
was
Dome. When he talked about being in Dome, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But that's like such a vacuumed like,
well, he was talking
area.
about getting split shot and doing like a ghetto inhibitor thing, which I've seen. But the problem with that, in my opinion, because I kind of agree with you, I think the problem with that is that she has like the second lowest health in the game.
Yeah,
Like
I
if
was
she's
gonna
up,
say,
if she has
unless you're
short fuse,
inside Kelvin Dome, it's just not gonna work.
yeah, like if she's
She's
up
got
there
to be
trying to
getting
like
rescue beamed at the
debuff
same
them,
time.
yeah, she's just gonna get smacked because she's so squishy.
Yeah,
I do get what he was saying about her being higher farm prio because she like in this game it's different than Dota
the
where you're
ability
like growing
points.
people's
Yeah,
XP. Yeah, and you need that. So I get that, but as far as the build goes, I don't agree with that.
yeah,
I mean, maybe. I mean, I think it makes sense conceptually though, like making her a drain tank.
yeah.
Like I don't. I think
I mean, she
if you
she just
build her
needs a health
tanky to,
buff. Like honestly.
yeah. But I do think she works well. I mean, if you ult and like you create a lot of pressure on earn plays or
Yeah, no,
good
I
team
think that's
fights.
why I think you just build around the ult and you play her with the low farm around the ult,
Well,
but the
he was
AP,
saying to like
yeah,
max the ult early, but I think he was just saying like you need to max the like what is it? Like he was saying like you do need to max the ult, but I think he was also saying you need to like get 2 points into its passive and then max skulls early as well. Like he was saying you need to max other stuff early as well.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah. Like
she.
yeah,
she's very AP dependent. Yeah.
yeah,
I also think like their player wasn't like looking for fights at all. He was sort of just like getting farm and then would show up
yeah. That was
later in
I
the
believe that was in their first set of scrims with their new player. By the way, DMB's off that team, which I thought was really funny when you asked about him. They they kicked him
Well,
like
yeah,
last
no,
week. Yeah, dude, I was
I
crying.
know.
You know?
That's what I said. I was like, that's when I said like that's how you
Yeah.
used him when you had him. Is like,
Yeah.
like you used it.
I just thought that was so funny when you said that,
Yeah,
when you
because
brought.
I know that he like DMB gone. And I was like,
Yeah, that's
my
so
fucking
funny.
Furnace King, dude, he's gone. My Chud Furnace King is gone. But I
That
think
was
I like
so
Do. I
funny.
like Do better on that team. Dude's just cracked.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude's really good.
They just
I
upgraded.
do think that like if you're doing like what he's saying like a 4-1-1, I feel like yeah you might want to well maybe not in that situation in particular he's talking about, but I feel like you definitely probably want to give Graves her own lane just so that she
yeah,
can push it while there's pressure elsewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, she was always like in mid or like the 7 was like in mid and then she was in the side lane.
Yeah.
So I
yeah,
feel like they're big team fighty people or the people that want to fight and build damage or like doing the things and then like if she was getting ganked they would literally just show up and then she would just sit there and drain them. She would get pocketed by Saiah or like or anything. She's like, I feel like she was never initiating the fight. She was always like showing up to the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I think that's how you play her if you're gonna play the drink tank, because
No,
you
you
can't be the
you
one
can't be
initiating.
yeah, you can't be initiating. Yeah.
Yeah, and you need a lot of. It seems like you need a lot of like need a lot of coordination to play it like that.
Yeah.
Which in their case they can do because they're all very coordinated. But I
Yeah.
feel like in like practical sense, like us like running it, or like like any DSL or team running it, I don't think that would be good. They just dive them, and that's why like he was saying. That's why I was like saying like he was always like watching the graves of the seven, because she was just like she has no mobility, and her only escape route is like rooting them and then her running away, or like she just gets dived on. You know what I mean? And blows up. That's how I felt. That's what I got from it.
I do also agree when he was saying that he thinks that Venator is like a 2, because we were talking about that instead of a 1. We were talking about
Yeah.
that last night. I definitely think he's more of a 2.
He also can't clear camps that fast, can he?
I think he can.
Can he?
He
Yeah.
can, but like yes, he uses a utility too much, I think, to clear him.
Yeah, I
This
just think
uses like
That's why I
traps and
think he's
like
a better too.
traps and built-in heal, like AoE heal cuts early, like heal reduction that early. I think is just so good for like being
Fighting.
active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And the ult is the ult is still insane.
Yeah, still like 600 pure damage, like they can't do anything about. And like
Yeah.
when you max it and everything's fucking blessed, so it's doing pure damage all the time.